In today's video, we are just going to be wandering around southern Wisconsin. So picturesque. It's just a beautiful day. I thought we would just take a relaxing country journey. This is called Castle Rock Church. It's an old church. As we look through the cemetery, I do have some loved ones buried here. What's interesting is some of these are so old and worn out and grown over, you can't even read the inscriptions any longer. Here's one that's kind of leaning up against its neighbor. I can read that, 56 years. 1881. I wonder if that white part was underground at one time. That's why it looks so much cleaner than the rest of it. Just two letters, initials, TH. No name, date, nothing. And look at all those bees. There were a few bees buzzing around, and then I heard a hum and looked up there. And there were a lot of bees up there. Here's an old root cellar. Right in the side of the hill. And believe it or not, a great-grandmother grew up in this home. So we do have family connections to an old log cabin. Look at that structure. Look how those planks are held together, those split logs. Isn't that amazing? And you can see a little bit of a foundation there. This used to be a blacksmith shop. And now it's a huge pine tree. Nature took over. Of course, I'm talking, maybe a century ago. I never saw that as a blacksmith shop. This is the old parish hall, and way in back, that's where the bathroom was. Maybe it still is. Now, deep in the woods, I can hear a woodpecker. Maybe you'll hear that. But deep in the woods, you'll see a little foundation. This used to be the cheese factory. See this? Right there. That used to be the family cheese factory years and years and years ago. Half a century or more. If you look closely, you can even see some of the foundation here as nature overtakes it. This used to be a Wisconsin cheese factory. Hard to believe. Just a little family-owned place. And this is a landmark known as Castle Rock. It's a hot day, so we won't be hiking up there. But you can actually hike right up to the top. And there's a whole family of Bigfoots Or is it big feet? And now we're at a place called Hydes Mill. William Hyde was an original settler in this area, and in 1850 he built this mill and a store that's just down the road. That was quite early in the history of Wisconsin, only a year after it became a state, and a good 10 years before the Civil War. Now we can't go any closer because this is private property and it's posted, but it is very beautiful. And even that wooden watershed is pretty cool. In 1870, 20 years after this was built, it burned down and it was immediately rebuilt. I don't know how much of the structure is original 1850 and how much is from the 1870 rebuild. And right across the street, we have goats. Look at these little guys. Goats and sheep, I think. Look at that guy in the weeds back there. And there's a hide house that went with it. And look at this structure. What do you suppose this was built from? Do you think that's part of the old mill? I think those are millstones, is what those are. Built in 1850, this is the most photographed mill in Wisconsin. No man shall take the nether or the upper millstone to pledge, for he taketh a man's life to pledge. And these millstones are all different sizes. That biggest one is about 4 feet tall. This is about a 3.5 foot diameter. There are a lot of them. And there's the old mill. Thanks for joining me on this little tour of rural Wisconsin. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner. And don't forget to ring that bell icon so you know when I post new videos.